teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Vikings set to go to work, and they're led by the leading passer in the NFC a season ago. Now in his 12th year, 6th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. Another big gain or two in succession as this one goes for 32.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 15 carries, 52 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Open man, he's got him. Out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Hunt going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
And we already knew that Hurts was a good quarterback. But last year, he moved to elite status. Under his guidance, the Eagles returned to the Super Bowl and nearly won it. And he's also one of the league's most dangerous players. Thrown for 38 touchdowns his last 2 seasons and run for another 23.
They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early. And I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
He's going to look deep here for Ward. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And it's fielded at the 34. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
37-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They go play action with Hurts. He's going to look deep here for Ward. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. A second down throw for Cousins. Open man is Osborne. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch. Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Cousins again. He'll find Osborne here. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Pass caught here by Osborne. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Throwing, Cousins. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Now Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll throw again. Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as he'll be brought down just outside the red zone. Mark him at the 21. Final play of the half. Cousins. This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me.
A 38-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Boston Scott, he might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. The Eagles still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Dancing to his left. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Being chased out left. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off, and the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 4. On the delay, here's Hunt. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 10. And the Vikings first down.
The slot man in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And on 3rd down, here's Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. And he'll be kicking into the wind in the 4th quarter now. Gonzalez's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the fourth. He's going to take another shot here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to go up top again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, that would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On the return is Ward. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
At the 36-yard line.
Now 2nd and 4. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They took a big shot there for the end zone, and if he finds a way to come up with it, that might be your game winner. But it was not to be. The coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
The kick by Elliott is good, and the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And with time of factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So Cousins and the Vikings down 16-13, 35 seconds to go. Here's Cousins. That's caught by Addison, and he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Now Cousins. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night, so now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
Now Cousins finding Hunt. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain. Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for third down. Cousins to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Cousins. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it down.